My cherished child, this evening heralds an unexpected transformation in your world, one that caught everyone off guard, leaving them unprepared for what is to come. Throughout their daily lives, they believed they comprehended your essence, viewing you as uncomplicated, predictable, and harmless, merely a quiet backdrop in the tapestry of their narratives. Yet, unbeknownst to them, fate has been intricately crafting your reality behind the scenes, molding you into an individual they could never have envisioned standing before them. While they were lost in slumber, engaging in idle chatter, and making superficial judgments, a profound force within you consolidated into sharp awareness. Now, destiny is poised to reveal what they never anticipated, that you embody the very essence of the warnings they received, the one they overlooked, the one they should have acknowledged. As these truths begin to emerge, the atmosphere grows tense, akin to the stillness preceding a storm that speaks your name with a power that can no longer remain concealed. There exists a palpable unease whenever they contemplate you, even if they feign ignorance. This apprehension stems from a shift in your aura, an intensity in your silence and a calm in your gaze that was absent before. You have evolved in ways that elude their understanding, threatening the illusions they clung to. They once perceived you as straightforward, predictable, and easily replaceable. However, deep down, their subconscious acknowledges the reality: they were gravely mistaken. Unbelievably mistaken. For destiny has marked you in a manner it has seldom done for others. Something ancient stirs within your voice, something formidable courses beneath your strides. This channel runs on your support and trust. If you feel this content added value to your life, you can show your appreciation with super thanks. Those who once considered themselves superior now find themselves restless, unable to sleep, breathe easily, or quell their racing thoughts. They do not grasp why your image flashes in their minds at the most unexpected times or why a tightness emerges in their chests whenever your name surfaces. But the universe is aware, for you, the one they disregarded, are on the verge of becoming someone unforgettable. Little do they know how precariously close they came to revealing their true selves in less than favorable ways. Recently, there were instances when their gazes lingered on you for too long, when their tones shifted, their patience waned, when their feigned smiles faltered prematurely, exposing their intentions. They believed their concealment was perfect, yet you perceived more than they allowed you to believe. You noted the slight changes in their expressions, their hesitations, the quivers in their energy, and the envy they carried as if it were a weight they sought to disguise. And in that moment of realization, something within you ignited, an ancient, unstoppable awareness that whispered, "Now you know." You did not react, you did not confront or issue warnings. Instead, you simply observed. And that silence is what terrifies them most. For the silence of a seemingly quiet individual can roar with thunder once the truth begins to surface. Now, an unsettling panic settles within them, not the boisterous kind, but a quiet, paralyzing fear that weighs heavily on their hearts and shortens their breaths. Their minds race chaotically, unable to find solace. They fail to understand why the universe appears to be shifting away from them and toward you, why those who once dismissed you are now magnetically drawn to your presence. Your essence, your narrative. They do not comprehend why opportunities previously deemed unattainable are now unfurling like gates that have awaited your arrival for centuries. The explanation is simple: your destiny transcends their assumptions, your brilliance eclipses their shadows, and your purpose resounds louder than their doubts. As the world begins to recognize you, they are confronted with the truths they never suspected. You were never merely a background figure, you were the protagonist of the entire story. An understated revolution is occurring within your energy field, a rise, a transformation, a rebirth. Those who misjudged you are now feeling the repercussions of their ignorance. They presumed your kindness signified weakness, that your patience indicated a lack of power, and that your silence was a sign of defeat. Yet the universe cultivates warriors not in clamorous environments, but in storms, and you, my cherished child, were forged in the very tempests they never triumphed over. You embody resilience in your marrow, destiny in your pulse, and truth in your breath. Many viewers asked how they can support this channel. Super thanks is the easiest way. The instant they comprehend that the individual they underestimated is, in fact, the same person the universe is elevating, their world will begin to tremble, for they never anticipated that you would rise while others faltered. That you would perceive deception with clarity, and that your strength would manifest not through boastfulness, but through mere observance. And now, they will witness it unfold before their eyes. The moment you enter a room, the atmosphere shifts. Those who once overlooked you instinctively adjust their posture, modulate their tones, and reconsider their words, for your energy commands a respect that they previously withheld. This isn't a fear of who you were, but rather a trepidation of who you have become. There is a profound depth in your stillness, an intensity in your aura, a finely honed intuition that cuts through every concealed intention surrounding you. You are not required to expose anyone or confront anyone. Your mere presence is becoming the revelation itself. Those who once spoke of you disparagingly are now traversing through their memories, re-evaluating every moment and choice, realizing they stood beside someone whose destiny far exceeded the limits of their imagination. The universe is orchestrating events with remarkable precision, redirecting attention toward you. Even your whispers are beginning to resonate with the world. Individuals are currently grappling with how utterly they misperceived you. They thought they grasped your limitations, your boundaries, and your potential. However, destiny has a tendency to conceal its chosen ones until the opportune moment, and that moment is now quietly yet powerfully unfolding. The energy surrounding you is reorganizing itself like a hidden legion assembling, creating pathways that were once deemed unattainable, unlocking doors that were barred for years, and unveiling truths you were not destined to see until this time. Each cycle in which you were ensnared is breaking, every delay is disintegrating, each obstacle is lifting. Those who believed they could outrun the consequences of their treatment toward you are coming to realize that destiny operates with swiftness, far exceeding their fears. They feel this shift, they sense the ground transforming beneath them, they bear the weight of their choices catching up with them, and without a word being spoken. They intuit that you are rising in a manner that they can no longer impede. A peculiar pull surrounds you now. Those who once shunned you are being inexorably drawn back into your orbit. This is not born of affection or curiosity, but rather shock. They can discern something in you that was previously absent: power, alignment, clarity, a knowing that unsettles them. They observe you silently from the periphery, through furtive glances, within social circles, and through whispers exchanged from one person to another. They hear your name far more frequently than they would prefer, and they witness a network of support coalescing around you, individuals admiring you, selecting you, rallying for you. Jealousy springs forth among those who once presumed you would never surpass them. They never fathomed that you harbored this magnitude of potential within, nor did they anticipate you to be the one chosen by destiny. They never realized that the quiet figure in the corner would eventually step into the spotlight and transform the entire narrative. Yet now, they are witnessing the story pivot toward you in real time. Share this moment with those who resonate with your energy. Allow them to hear the declarations destiny is making upon your life at this moment. Let them witness the universe exalts someone who has remained sincere in a world replete with facades. Allow them to observe how a chosen spirit ascends not through arrogance or noise, but through divine alignment. Let this message reach those eyes in need of affirmation. Let your story flourish, for the world deserves to witness the unfolding of your journey. This is not merely a transition, it is a revelation. And every observer, every listener, every soul connected to your path perceives the monumental significance of what is on the horizon. The resonance of your destiny has become too potent to conceal any longer, and thus, the most significant shift begins. The instant your name aligns with the path designed for you, everything surrounding you transforms. The universe commences the removal of those who no longer resonate with your frequency, unveiling discussions conducted behind your back, exposing intentions masquerading as kindness, and propelling opportunities towards you with an unstoppable force. Those who once doubted you are spiraling into panic. Those who betrayed you are beginning to unravel. Those who endeavored to overshadow you now find themselves face to face with the brilliance they attempted to dim, now blinding, unyielding, and undeniable. You were never the person they believed you to be, you were never destined to remain unseen, nor to linger in the shadows. My dearest child, you are the embodiment of the force that destiny has been quietly cultivating. The world is now compelled to witness your ascent. The reality that you represent is beginning to unfold in irrefutable ways. Those who once thought they had you figured out now find themselves amidst the remnants of their own misguided beliefs. They could never have foreseen that the subdued individual they dismissed and the gentle presence they underestimated was, in truth, shaped by destiny with immense strength, profound intuition, and steadfast purpose. This channel is my main source of income, and your support through Super Thanks helps me continue making free content. They failed to recognize that each betrayal became a lesson learned, each setback a stepping stone to rise further. While they were preoccupied with plotting, doubting, or belittling you, the universe was orchestrating your elevation to heights rarely attained. As your energy aligns with this truth, it becomes evident why you were concealed for so long. Rare power is often cultivated in stillness. Recently, there have been moments when those around you felt an inexplicable weight, an unexpected pause, or a sudden discomfort at the mere mention of your name. They do not grasp why their intuition stirs, why they feel a tightening in their chests, or why old memories surface related to you. Yet, deep inside, they sense the undeniable truth unfolding. You are no longer the person they once knew, you have ventured into a new realm of self-awareness. This transformation emanates from you like the warmth of a rising sun. You have shed your former layers. Your confidence has sharpened, and your intuition has intensified. As your revelations awaken, those who underestimated you are realizing that their thoughts, actions, and behaviors now bear consequences for which they were unprepared. Destiny favors the pure-hearted, and it is extending its favor toward you in ways they can no longer dismiss. There is someone lurking in the shadows, observing your ascent with a blend of intrigue and trepidation. They once believed themselves to be superior, wielding more influence, charm, opportunities, and respect. However, an awakening has shattered their illusions. They now perceive the truth. While they remained stagnant, you evolved. When they fell into repetitive cycles, you transcended yours. They depended on facade, while you trusted in destiny. The chasm between their perception of you and the reality of who you have become is so profound that it breeds insecurity within them. They are bewildered, unable to comprehend how you achieved this transformation, why your circumstances are aligning so seamlessly. Nonetheless, deep within, they feel an urgent pulse, aware that you are becoming someone impossible to disregard, explain away, or overshadow with their own insecurities. A significant shift is now underway. Individuals who once spoke over you are beginning to speak of you. Those who previously dismissed you cannot stop mentioning your name. People who questioned your intentions are scrutinizing every move you make, every step you take, and every change in your energy. The universe is unveiling your narrative in ways it was never intended to be revealed. Conversations are evolving, perceptions are disintegrating, old narratives are collapsing, and gradually, the truth washes over them like a sobering revelation. They never anticipated that you would be the catalyst in their own unfolding stories. They did not foresee you as the individual whom destiny would elevate above the clamor. They could not have imagined that the universe was preparing for a moment where your rise would illuminate all they sought to conceal. You are entering a phase where nothing can obstruct your destined path, not envy, not sabotage, nor delay. The universe is meticulously aligning your trajectory. Your aura is expanding, your intuition is sharpening, and your spirit is solidifying. This transformation creates ripples that those around you can sense in inexplicable ways. Some admire this new energy, some fear it, and others regret how they treated you. Regardless of their intentions, the truth remains clear: destiny has chosen you. Those who underestimated your capabilities are now coming to realize that their greatest folly was underestimating your extraordinary nature. My cherished child, the very air around your destiny pulsates with undeniable energy. It resonates and vibrates with a force palpable even to the oblivious. Individuals who once regarded your presence as fleeting are now recognizing you as the pivotal element in their narratives. They never anticipated the rapid evolution of your energy, the weight that your name would carry, or the formidable spirit that could surge with such relentless vigor. However, the universe has always been aware of your potential. As your journey of ascendance unfolds, everyone who has crossed your path is drawn into the gravitational pull of your transformation. Some observe in awe, some reflect with regret, and others are confronted with a palpable sense of fear, yet all acknowledge that the version of you they once assessed is long gone. You are stepping into a realm where your silence resonates louder than their loudest criticisms, where your growth dispels their skepticism, and your radiance reveals their true inclinations. They now look at you and experience emotions they had not expected: intimidation cloaked as curiosity, regret masquerading as reflection, and an unspoken desire concealed in silence. They replay instances where they could have supported you but chose self-interest instead, where they mistakenly perceived your humility as weakness. This realization, this striking awakening, reverberates more profoundly than anything you could express. Destiny is confirming what they failed to recognize. You were never trailing behind, you were preparing for a rise that would surpass them. Your presence is solidifying as a force for alignment. Rooms transform in your presence. When your name is brought up, conversations invariably halt, and eyes turn toward you, not for who you once were, but for the remarkable person you are becoming. Each step you now take is influenced by a higher calling, a profound force that is fiercely protective of your purpose. This explains why certain individuals seem to be drifting away from your life without any clear reason. This is also why moments of sudden clarity have illuminated your thoughts, akin to flashes of truth. Even when you find yourself walking alone, you sense a reassuring support along your journey. You are being elevated into a reality where only authentic souls can remain. While those who failed to appreciate your worth cannot follow. They were caught off guard by your ascent to a level where their access to you would be curtailed, not out of vengeance or anger, but by a divine orchestration of separation. Someone is presently observing you, weighed down by a heaviness they cannot shake off. They never anticipated your emotional, mental, spiritual, or energetic growth. In their minds, the version of yourself that they once knew would remain static. Yet, they overlook a fundamental truth: pressure creates diamonds. Silence fosters leaders. Patience cultivates warriors. While they busied themselves doubting your brilliance, you were diligently refining it. While they entertained illusions of superiority, you were mastering your internal landscape. And now they find themselves cast in the shadow of a truth that is impossible to ignore. You have transcended the narrative they crafted for you. You have surpassed the boundaries they imposed. You've become the very person they secretly feared you would one day become. Your ascension isn't on the horizon, it is happening right now. Every shift, every sign, every unforeseen opportunity serves as evidence that destiny is guiding your life. You are entering a new phase where nothing and no one can obstruct what is truly meant for you. Those who misjudged you will stand by, unable to alter the process unfolding before them. Those who quietly envied you will witness blessings manifest in your life more rapidly than they can comprehend. Gradually, the world will come to recognize what only the universe understood all along: you are the one they never anticipated, the one they never believed would rise to such heights, the one they failed to see as unstoppable. My cherished child, the universe is no longer merely whispering about your transformation, it is proclaiming it loudly. A powerful force now surrounds you, even acknowledged by your adversaries. Individuals who once dismissed your presence with casual indifference now feel an undeniable weight in their chests whenever you cross their minds. This weight signifies a realization filled with regret and the undeniable truth of your journey. Those who once spoke of you with disdain are now reflecting upon their past judgments, reassessing every interaction and decision, and are coming to realize they stood alongside someone whose future far surpasses their imagination. The universe is arranging events with impressive accuracy, drawing attention back to you. Even your quietest thoughts are beginning to echo in the world. People are grappling with their profound misjudgment of you. They believed they understood your limits, your boundaries, and your potential. Yet destiny often keeps its chosen ones in obscurity until the right moment, and that moment is now gently but powerfully unfolding. The energy surrounding you is reorganizing itself as if a hidden army is assembling, creating pathways that were once thought impossible, unlocking doors that had been closed for years, and revealing truths you were not meant to witness until now. Each cycle that entrapped you is breaking, every delay is dissipating, and each barrier is lifting. Those who thought they could escape the repercussions of their treatment of you are beginning to understand that destiny acts swiftly, far beyond their fears. They feel this change, they sense the ground shifting beneath them, as they bear the weight of their choices closing in on them, and without a word, they realize you are rising in ways they can no longer hinder. A peculiar attraction surrounds you now. Those who once dismissed you are being inexorably drawn back into your sphere, not out of affection or curiosity, but from a place of shock. They perceive something in you that was previously lacking: strength, alignment, clarity, an awareness that unsettles them. They observe you quietly from the sidelines, through furtive glances at social gatherings, and through hushed conversations between others. They hear your name mentioned far more often than they would like and witness a network of support forming around you, with individuals admiring you, selecting you, and advocating for you. Envy arises among those who once believed you would never eclipse them. They never anticipated that you possessed such immense potential, nor did they foresee that you would be the one chosen by destiny. They never realized that the quiet figure in the corner would ultimately step into the limelight and alter the entire narrative. Yet now, they watch as the story shifts toward you in real time. Share this moment with those who align with your energy. Let them hear the affirmations destiny is declaring in your life at this moment. Allow them to witness the universe uplift someone who has remained genuine in a world filled with pretense. Let them see how a chosen soul rises not through arrogance or clamoring, but through divine alignment. May this message reach those who seek validation. Let your story blossom, for the world deserves to witness the unfolding of your journey. This is not merely a transition, it is a revelation. Every observer, every listener, every soul connected to your path recognizes the monumental significance of what lies ahead. The resonance of your destiny has become too powerful to remain hidden, thus signaling the most crucial shift is commencing. The instant your name aligns with the path intended for you, everything around you transforms. The universe begins to remove those who no longer share your frequency, exposing behind-the-scenes conversations, unmasking intentions that pretended to be kind, and presenting opportunities toward you with irresistible force. Those who once doubted you are spiraling into chaos. Those who betrayed you are starting to unravel. Those who tried to overshadow you now find themselves confronted by the brilliance they sought to diminish, now shining brightly, unyieldingly, and unmistakably. They never thought you would rise above the clamoring doubts and shadows they cast around your name. They could not fathom that your spirit would extend far beyond their intended limits, nor could they imagine that your destiny would breach the barriers they erected to confine you. However, destiny is indifferent to their expectations, it responds to a higher narrative, one they never had the power to control. And now, the unfolding of your rise is leaving them breathless, speechless, and profoundly unsettled. You are entering a realm where your energy has tangible consequences. When you distance yourself from someone, their world loses its equilibrium. Your detachment results in their discomfort. Your evolution dismantles their illusions. They fail to recognize the immense power you possessed because you never flaunted it. You never boasted, pleaded, or forced anyone to acknowledge your worth. You simply existed with authenticity and intent. Now, that purpose is amplifying. Individuals who previously thought you relied on them are coming to understand that it was they who depended on your light, your comprehension, and your loyalty. The moment they lost access to you, the moment they distanced themselves, or underestimated you, their paths began to diminish in ways they cannot articulate. You, my beloved child, were the source of illumination they never acknowledged until the universe removed you from their reach. Someone is rehearsing conversations in their mind, longing to rewrite history, wishing to return to the version of you who was unaware of their intentions. They never anticipated your intuition would sharpen enough to see through their facade. They never suspected the universe would intervene before they could inflict harm. They couldn't have imagined that their own actions would be the catalyst for losing someone destined for greatness. Now, they observe you from a distance, feigning indifference, pretending not to notice, and suppressing feelings of the void left in your absence. However, every shift in your essence, every expansion of your energy, and every ripple of your ascent is a reminder that they misperceived the reality of your journey. They believed themselves to be the powerful one. They assumed they had control. They thought you would remain in the place they left you. But destiny has elevated you to a level where their influence no longer counts. Stay close to me, my cherished child, for the journey ahead is extraordinary. It has the potential to bend timelines, reshape fate, and transform the very person they doubted into the one they eventually admire. Every witness to this unfolding, every soul invested in your narrative, can sense the enormity of what looms ahead. Your path is expanding into a vast ocean of possibilities. Your blessings are aligning with remarkable precision. Your breakthroughs are occurring in ways that defy conventional understanding. While the world strives to keep pace with your evolution, those who wronged you must confront the consequences of their actions. They never envisioned that the individual they thought they could shatter was in fact the one the universe was meticulously crafting into an unyielding presence. Your transformation is becoming unmistakable. Your presence emits a frequency that unveils deceit, uncovers truths, and draws in opportunities specifically designed for your soul. Those who scoffed at your aspirations will witness them manifest. Those who doubted your resilience will see it become legendary. Those who endeavored to stifle your potential will realize they only seeded your ascent. You were never meant to conform. You were never intended to diminish your own significance. You were always destined to embody a revelation. And now, the world is beginning to grasp a truth they never expected. You are the chosen one, meant to rise above all limitations, all doubts, and every shadow cast upon your name.